When it comes to China, the more we learn about their malfeasance regarding the virus and what they knew very early on and lied to the world about, is it important for the United States that we make them pay a real penalty for what they did?
Well, we have to be stronger than what we are right now. Right now, what's going on is just very unfortunate. I put massive taxes and tariffs on China. We took in tens of billions of dollars, and they're talking about taking them off. You look at the military they're building, it's going to be, it's so big what they're doing, and they're doing it with money they take out of the United States. And what I did was incredible with China. We really set them back.
I know you've been asked 1,000 times, forgive me, but I have to ask, where are we with 2024? We need you, man. We need you big time. You thinking about it? Are you leaning one way? We'd love to hear it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to make you very happy, and we're going to do what's right. And we've done a great job for the country, rebuilt our military, and had the greatest economy ever twice.
Well, that makes me happy, and I assume that would make you happy, unless you're a liberal, of course. I think he's running again, folks. I do. I know there's been a lot of media report. He's not going to run. He's just saying, I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. There's some good news for you. I would really, that would make me very happy. I would really appreciate him doing that. He's listening today.
Now, let's talk here about China. Now, our old mates in China have it both ways. They wish to declare themselves to be a developing nation, because if you're a developing nation, you don't get held to the Paris Accord. If you're a developing nation, you can do what you want when it comes to the World Trade Organization. But James, riddle me this. How does a developing nation not just have a space program, but be able to land something on Mars? Because this developing nation has been able to put a probe on Mars. How the heck are they still a developing nation? And when are the Western countries going to stand up and say, look, if you want to play like the rest, if you want to lead the world and literally explore other planets, you can join the rest of us in the first world?
Paul, as you know, I'm a fair critic of the Chinese Communist Party, and I have the travel ban to prove it. But I have to say, of all the things the Chinese government has done, space exploration, including to Mars, is one that alarms me the least, as long as their intentions are peaceful, and that is a pretty big caveat.
But they're not developing.
But you do make a good point. You do make a good point, Paul. Is it really a developing country if it's so advanced, if it's so sophisticated, if it's so rich that it can afford to be spending things on activities like this? And should it really be exempt from all the obligations that come with being a developed country? Of course not. And of course we know the Chinese Communist Party picks and chooses when it fits into the definition of a developing country or a developed country. For the purposes of space exploration, very advanced economy. For the purposes of carbon emissions, oh, no, not yet.
No, we can't even be measured until 2030. In the meantime, we're landing things on Mars, Michael. This is sort of, we want to talk about the pushback against China, right? It's the ultimate too hard basket that Western countries, that the Five Eyes nations won't fight this two-tiered system that means China gets to rip off the rest of the world.
Correct. Well, mate, as you know, the World Trade Organization is a very progressive organisation. You know, in the modern world, we're allowed to identify our own sex as to, what we are. You can do that as members of the WTO. So how do they get to be a developing nation? They declare themselves to be a developing nation. That's how they do it. So we could say, we're a developing nation if we wanted to. So there's a rule of thumb in the WTO that if your per capita GDP per head is under about $12,000 US, $13,000 US per head per annum, then you're a developing nation. And theirs is less than that, so they say we're developing, which is laughable because that should not be the only test. I mean, if you're able to invest billions and billions of dollars in over 100 countries around the world, there's not many developing nations that are rich enough to do that. The whole thing is a joke, and as has been said, it's the way they get around Paris. It's the way they delay the implementation of all sorts of international agreements, get trade advantages, and Donald Trump was absolutely right. This is a joke that China, the second biggest economy in the world, is still developing. Well, pull the other one, Paul. It's rubbish.
Yeah, pull the other one and place jingle bells, as I like to say.